Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw Godzilla and Gamera as one character. We're going to go through it step by step. Follow along, stay till the very end of the video, and let's get into it right now. Okay, so let's get started. It's going to be Godzilla mixed with Gamera, another amazing kaiju. Okay, stay to the very end of the episode, and let's get started. Okay, I'll guide you through this. I'll be your art teacher today. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw, as far as combining these characters, we're going to draw the kind of top of the snout area of Godzilla. So it's pretty short, nothing too tall. Around here we're going to go down for the edge of that area, the edge of the snout really. Pull back over here, but not all the way back because we're going to have this giant tusk of Gamera. Gamera has that big tusk. And then we're going to pull Godzilla's teeth down right here just to kind of show that he's got teeth there. Bottom of the mouth over here. The mouth is closed. Pull back. Upward over here for kind of the brow. Very Godzilla brow. Up over here. Down. Kind of the back, also very Godzilla-like. So I'm going to be kind of talking about what, which character I'm taking characteristics from. Also, like when you follow this, you can either draw it with me or you can just follow along as we're doing it, or you can just kind of watch. All of it is good. Line over here. I'm going to give Godzilla a little bit of a bigger eyeball. That's kind of the very Gamera. He's got these big old turtle eyes, right? Because I think he was a turtle. Line over here for the side of the cheek. Pull up. Downward right here. And as we go down, I'm going to kind of make room over here for a turtle shell of kind, but we're going to change it a little bit. Pulling down over here the kind of, what do you call it, the clavicle. Line over here. Line over here. Kind of some big arms. That is very similar to Gamera. He has these big old giant arms. Line over here, and very Gamera, pretty much Gamera's arm right here. So he's going to have spikes that stick out, because by that I mean from the elbow to the end of the wrist, they actually get bigger, right? It gets larger, as opposed to Godzilla, it gets smaller. He has like a regular hand. At least a Monsterverse version of him. A line down, and down over here. And large leg. They both have pretty big legs, pretty much. Out over here for the knee, curve over here on this side, down, and we're going to run it off the page here. Alright. Cool, cool. Hopefully you're doing good. I don't think Gamera has a tail, right? Does Gamera have no tail? I think Gamera has like a little tail. Let me know in the comments. I forgot. I can't look right now. But we're going to kind of trail it off more like Godzilla's body. And we're going to pull it down here. So the difference between the what do you call it? The shell. There's going to be a turtle shell like Gamera has. Sorry, I forgot right here. Nostril. The difference with the turtle shell is what we're going to do is we're going to draw it a little bit more Godzilla-like. So I want the spikes off the shell to be more stacked up like that. And then it's going to run off the page, but we're going to go over here in this area to kind of give it that texture, right? So it makes some sense over here. Like so. So far, so good. So we have like his general layout if you just look at it as is. Now we're going to put in some detail into our, I don't know, what would the character be called? If you mix Gamera and Godzilla, what would this character be called? Like, write it in the comments, and if you do, I'm going to pin it. If I like it, I'm going to pin it. Absolutely, go for it. Maybe put some striations here into the tail. Maybe we can go right here, curve. Make sure the nails right there are kind of more defined. And if you really want, you can throw like a thumb over here. I don't know if Gamera has think he does have a thumb. Line, line. And let's draw like a pupil and iris right there, kind of fill it in. Line over here for the back of the jaw, pulling down. Filling out that shape right there, kind of some shadow. Throw a little shadow mark right here. When you're drawing anything, it's good to draw accents of dark and shadow. It really helps. It helps kind of make it a little bit more convincing and kind of guide the viewer's eye. Maybe something like that too. Just thinking about where it would be. Probably over here as well, under the shell. Right on. Like so. Okay. Let's go into the texture of this character, right? Well, let's throw a spike over here at the back of the head. Let's go into the texture of this character. What would it be? Line, 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 line right there. We draw these. If possible, draw these lines thinner. You don't have to draw them thinner. It's not necessary, but if possible, thinner is better. If possible, if you can. Like so. Line, line, line. Curve, curve, curve. Line, line, line. And you can kind of put them on the body right here, because it's giving you an indication of texture, meaning you don't have to draw every single scale. You're just drawing these like lines which indicate, right? The viewer fills in the rest of it in their mind's eye. Let's draw over here, let's say, you know, like there's a stomach pattern right there. That's more Godzilla-like. Okay, and we can kind of keep pushing in here. You can draw like the other foot in the back right there, and then maybe kind of fill this area in. If you have a marker, actually I guess you can fill it in a lot easier with pencil. You can just kind of shade in the side of it to show like a little bit, give it a little bit more depth when you do that. You can do the same thing with the hand, by the way. You can go over here and draw the other hand on the other side and maybe fill it in. Always giving this, whatever it is that you're doing, a little bit more depth by kind of doing that. Line, line, line right there for like the gills that Godzilla has. I don't know if Gamera has gills. I watched all the Gamera movies, but not lately. Curve line, line over here. Line, line. And that's pretty much it. I guess you could kind of keep it going, but otherwise this reads well enough for a Godzilla merging with Gamera. I want to thank you very much. Well, let's throw a back line there under the eye. There you go. I want you to stick around. First of all, I want you to name the character. I want you to say, how's it going? And I want you to hit the like if you made it to this point, because that's going to really let me know that you stayed here this long. And then I want you to, what's it called? I want you to stick around. We're going to do another drawing lesson right now, okay? We're going to jump into a different one, so stick around.